God bless you. This is Dr. Michael Hunter. You've just seen me on the Word Network. I just ministered on Let the Healing Begin. What an awesome time we had. The power of God showed up. But we spoke about access granted. Tonight, God is saying access is granted to you. But in everyone's life, sometimes we have to go through a season of process. When we go through the season of process, then we step from process to progress, then to power, then to access. Now let's look at Elisha. Elisha served his master Elijah for 16 years. He went through a process of servitude to his master for 16 years. He was loyal. He was faithful. And when God was ready to take Elijah from him, God released the mantle of Elijah upon Elisha because of his faithfulness, his servitude to his master. And so what happened? From there, when the mantle of Elijah fell upon Elisha, Elisha went forth in immediate power. He had access to do miracles and great signs and wonder. What he did, he walked straight forward up to the river Jordan, and he smote it, and the water parted to show power has been given unto him because of the process he went through. And he stepped into power, and he went across the river Jordan. When he went across the river Jordan, there were some prophets there, and they cried out to the prophet Elisha and said, "Alas, alas, the water is poisoned." And Elisha said to them, "Get me a new cruse, a jar of new cruse, and some salt." And he poured in the water, and the water was healed immediately. Right after that, he continued forth in power now, right? Because God gave him access to do great things. Some children came out and started mocking the prophet and calling him bald head. And Elijah turned and cursed them, and they were ripped to pieces by 2 she-bears. Tonight, God is saying, He's granting you access to victory. He's granting you access from the chain, the shackles. He's granting you access to step forth from the spirit of rejection that has been trying to hold you back. And God says that you're about to rejoice. You're about to come into complete victory because access is granted unto you to win, to prosper, to be the head and not the tail. Let's look at Joseph. Joseph went through the process. He was in prison for some time. Yes, he was. But Joseph continued, kept the faith. And because of the process he went to, then he went from process to progress, then to power. So from the pit to the palace, God promoted him and gave him power. God gave him access to power, and he became a ruler over the people of Egypt. Tonight, I'm saying to you that God is about to take you from the pit experience that you've been going through. God's about to give you access to the top. God's about to give you access to own your own home. Access to come into sudden wealth. Access for the anointing to fall upon you in a very uncommon and profound way. That you'll go forth like Elisha, doing great miracles, signs, and wonder because the power of God is upon you. Let's look at David. God gave David access. But David went through the process. Davis was a shepherd boy. And the process that he went through at first was that he had to serve as a shepherd, right, boy for his father. And so he was always at the back at all times. And then God promoted him from the back when he sent the prophet Samuel to anoint him with the anointing oil and to proclaim that he'll be the next king. After that, David became a musician. He went through another season of servitude because he had to serve Saul. And David played beautifully for Saul. And as David played beautiful for Saul, people would have thought that Saul would have appreciated the young man for bringing such joy and playing such wonderful music. But Saul, everything that David did, while he played beautifully, Saul would always had something negative to say. He was always complaining about David. He felt threatened because God has given David something that he never had. Tonight I'm saying to you that God is about to promote you as he promoted David. David had to hide in caves, but let me tell you this. As he went through the process, God stepped him into progress, and then God anointed him king and gave him power to rule over Israel. Even his enemies, God gave him power to destroy his enemies. Tonight I'm saying that you're next in line for your miracle. Access is granted for your miracle. Access is granted for your breakthrough. Access is granted, and this is your turnaround moment. This is your moment of increase. This is your moment of release. This is your moment of harvest. Tonight, I just want to share this message that God gave to me to give unto you. This is Dr. Michael Hunter, Senior Pastor of Winners Rest Family Worship Center. We just finished ministering on the Word Network. Let the healing begin. God says He has granted you access to your healing, and your deliverance is now. Have a blessed night. God bless you.